Hi, I'm Utica, otherwise known as Ethan.
And I'm Twink, otherwise known as Twink.
And you're watching
The Stitch. My butterfly crowned diva. What's the stitch?
These last 2 weeks have been Butterfly Central.
It's been a little buggy in here.
You know, I like to do like sophisticated. Butterflies is a camp category that I have taken on. So I feel like I'm challenging myself to be a butterfly in the sky.
You can only place high. Can you tell me what your look today is inspired by?
It is week 2 of Butterfly Land. Doing a little bit of a mix, a hybrid of my promo, the beautiful like moire gown, and that little crystal top I wore on the main stage, and I mixed them together. I love that look so much, but I wanted the promo, but I wanted to have a moment to really like bring it into a lovely drag place. Tell me about your outfit.
Oh, thank you so much for asking, Utica Queen. I'm the girl best friend of the butterfly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the girl that goes out to the club with her. Also, though, kind of inspired by Aunt Gladdy. I built this yesterday in a haze, and things just sort of started coming on top of each other. Nevertheless, the horrors persist because this episode starts off with the elimination.
Yes.
La Roche gets to read the designer's deliberations. Antonio gets 1 vote. Joan gets 2. And Joseph McRae gets 3 votes.
Devastating. I'm shook that he's going home, really. With the other looks on the runway, I think that he is such an innovator and so talented, and I feel like this is not his time to go.
I need to know, who did you vote for, but also who is the wild card that voted for Antonio?
I voted for, drumroll please, Joan.
Joseph McRae. Joan.
I love Joan so much, but listen, I would never vote for Joseph McRae. I am such a fan of his work. I think that this argument of him being a stain on the competition is crazy. So outrageously talented. And maybe that was one of the reasons why the other designers wanted him gone. But the main reason why I voted for Joan, as much as I am obsessed with her, is that the look was not good. And also it was hurting the model. This week she had to put that look on again.
That is actually,
she
that's
was
nightmarish.
pissed. Don't get me wrong, I'm obsessed with Joan. I think that she is so kind, so benevolent, so fun, and really good at drag. I wouldn't vote for Antonio because like I don't understand why he was in the bottom.
But
in the first
who
place.
did, do you think? What if it was Jesus and this whole time? Yeah.
Baby.
Let's spread that narrative for fun.
I don't remember who everybody voted for, but if I was to assume, Joseph McRae was Jesus, VJ, and Yuchin. Joan was me, and then Madeline was Antonio.
I
Melania.
wrote notes. I think so.
Melania.
Which is strange. Girl.
She didn't want to vote at all. She was one of the reasons why we were like, So behind the scenes, Joseph is one of the reasons why we voted. Joseph was the one who convinced us we need to do this, play this game that they're playing. Because we're devastated, crying our eyes out. He's the one that convinced us to do the thing. And look what happened. I have a little bit of beef with him leaving because we had an opportunity to see everybody, you know, before they leave. He just leaves the workroom. And then we jump into the next challenge. It's like, give us a breath.
Christian announces that you will be making ready-to-wear versions of last week's unconventional challenge looks.
Yeah, so we have to take that crazy shit we put on the runway and put down some cool ready-to-wear shit down the runway.
The challenge is announced and everyone groans. The designers are sent back to the loft, not to sleep. No. The night times are for drawing.
Baby.
Something tragic has happened to you because VJ immediately, it hard cuts to her going, I love this friction pen. She has stolen your sponsor queen crown.
Well, it's really tough because like I really want to show my best work on this show. And all it is I never know how to feel when I can't erase my pen.
The frictionless
pens.
pen. VJ loves friction pens, but she cannot stand that the twins are still working in tandem and challenges them to work independently this challenge.
Which we're all thinking it. I want to commend VJ. She really is saying things that are on people's minds.
Yes, and playing to the camera very well about it.
Yeah, she came here to play TV.
I guess my question is, if being a twin is such a cheat code, then why is Antonio in the bottom every week?
If being a twin is so great, then why gay? Like, why are they both gay? Like, pick one.
If being a twin is so great, then why VJ cry?
If being a twin is so great, then why Madeline cry?
If being a twin is so great, why don't they kiss?
Madeline and VJ should kiss.
Because they're
twins!
The next morning, Law drives you all to Mood.
Yes.
Now, I have a fan question.
Yep.
Why did you choose this, like, gray wool for a butterfly look?
So, plot twist, I didn't intend to have the gray wool be a part of the look at all. My fashion fabric was this beautiful, like, burgundy bridal satin, which is, like, beautiful. And then I searched the whole store, every floor, and in the last, like, 10 minutes, I found like the perfect matching black sheer, and it's all floral, and it literally looks exactly like the original. When I started building the look, I did a hardcore pivot, and I turned the whole dress inside out. And the wool was originally the inside because it's a fusible interfacing that looks like wool. I just flipped the whole thing because it was lined, and I was going to cover the outside in the burgundy, but I just didn't have time.
Flip it and reverse it.
That is what I'm doing.
It's your flick and flick
Yes.
and flag.
I had it all cut out, and I just was running out of time, so I just flipped it and then made it into a dress because it was originally supposed to be like an outer shell kind of coat kind of energy. Like if you were going to hold a butterfly cocoon, the silk that is made out of.
Yes.
I think like if you can make those choices last minute, you can make a lining fabric and an interfacing look just as expensive. So
Christian comes into the workroom. Everyone's working, and he immediately critiques your, in my opinion, fierce banana hammock.
baby, it was gonna be cunty.
You
and, like,
love
we know
those,
this dress.
and I know how they look in the end. It would have
Yes.
looked really pussy.
It would have been so amazing, and like just covering everything that needs to be covered, but the flow is there, this like big butterfly moment. The outer shell was going to reveal like an outer coat into this like JLo butterfly. That was the whole like idea.
Christian tells you to choose between one of the garments that you're currently making.
At this point in the competition, I'm toasted. You have to be artistically creative so much. I know it's supposed to be this crazy, and I've been through this kind of energy with Drag Race, so I'm like, okay,
Totally.
I got this. But creatively with the looks I make, I'm very like endless coffer kind of energy. Like it comes from somewhere. But this is like one of the first times I was like, I'm empty. And I remember turning to my model, Anastasia, like just an angel. This is my first time working with her. I told her, I was like, what do you want? What do you like? That collaboration I think needs to be there between like the designers and the models. And I'm like, what do you want to wear?
Yeah.
Like what it was speaking to you. And she's like, well, this JLo moment, of course, is very beautiful. I think you're onto something with this other thing. And I told her, I was like, all right, you have spoken. I shall do what the client says. I completely scrapped the JLo dress, and I flipped the whole coat inside out. I fitted it. I did a huge alteration.
Where?
I fitted the sides, the back. I cut the front into this beautiful curve all the way down at the knees.
At the knees. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because
Yeah,
it was longer, so I cut it at a curve.
Really?
So I like cut the hem to be kind of like bug-like.
So
fit the
buggy.
neck. So buggy out here, and then really finessed the butterfly in the front.
That was so crisp. It's hard to do practically a two-dimensional shape on a garment and have it not come off costumey. And I think that was your challenge this week specifically, because that first outfit is so colorful and like the runway version of candy. And now you're being forced to make like a savory dish. I'm hungry. It's crazy. I think Christian has been like watching our show because he's become a bit more helpful. And hey, I like to make fun of him, mostly because it's fun to make fun of gay guys. It's important to give credit where credit is due, and he said a few helpful things.
Yes, I think that he's finally like getting out of this like Muskov's drama because I am in the drama role.
What TV character am I today?
Baby.
Yeah.
So I know this week personally thoroughly enjoyed his, well, I guess I shouldn't say thoroughly enjoyed his critiques, but in my peak stress and my peak exhaustion, I think he gave me the best advice. Just pick one. You're doing too much work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're damn right.
You're helpful.
Yes. Oh, wait, no. You're damn right.
The designers, y'all are on the verge of chaos and doom. People are breaking down. Jesus, who is a front runner, is on the floor actually crying, being held by Antonio, and I quote, "Should we just go home?" We? I turn around, huh? We?
It's hard.
And they have
It's
each
hard.
other. If they can hold each other crying, who's holding you? Not La Roche.
No, girl.
The models come in for the fittings. Your girl is tossing her scarf, all fierce.
Baby.
Jones looks dapper in her suit. And Madeline's is a distressed pigeon going to the Ren Fair.
Okay, but why is that really accurate?
Yes! Medieval pigeon girl fell out of a car and rolled a little.
All this look needs is just a big, fat turkey leg. For her to, like, just get something out on the runway the first challenge and then to have to see it again at this one, I'm sure she's like, fuck this shit.
Trauma.
Like, anything she makes now will elevate that look. Anything.
You think?
I think, right? You would think, right? And so I
no,
think
I
that
was
this is a
being shady.
really good, really good jumping board because, like, now that you're in your element and you
What?
can just, yes, you
She's
can,
in her element?
yeah. Well,
She's like having
you
a
get to
panic
work
attack.
with materials that you are used to now. Like, this is her chance.
But then why
Finally
is she
eat it
using
up.
the materials like that?
We are all still in that headspace from the last challenge. It's literally yesterday. I really think that Joseph leaving really fucked with a lot of the heads of these designers.
That's a really good point.
You know, like, he provided such camaraderie and fun and joy in the workroom, and now that he's gone, like,
Everyone's crying.
fucked.
Like, the vibes are off.
no, literally.
And you're dressing models up in thongs. Joan cannot believe people have worn thongs before. It is the last day. It's the day
Yes.
of the challenge. Joan enters you all in and is doing her cheerleader bit. If you were in charge of the cheer, what would your cheer be?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm very, very busy, and I got a lot to do, and I haven't got a minute to explain it all to you for a minute to.
Is that rap or cheer?
Do they rap?
Here's mine. It would be
Okay.
Hey, I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive. That would be mine. I guess that's not really cheerleading. That's punching.
Bees, aggressive.
Bees,
aggressive.
aggressive.
Bzz, bees, aggressive. Bees, aggressive. Bzz, bzz, bzz. But he's such a little bee. He's the kindest bee I've ever met. What other bees do you know?
Is that the Bee movie?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's just a little bee.
A producer, parentheses, gay guy, comes in to tell Melania that her model is ill. Now,
What do you do now?
She has to change her size 20 dress to a size 16 in under 2 hours.
Yes.
And also, she's not allowed to complain about it.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
A dress can drastically change because of the model. Why do they not have a model on call for each of us that is a very similar size?
Was there no budget this time around?
I really think that it is a huge shot in the foot when you only have a couple hours left and you have to switch a model completely. That is insane.
Do you think the size of the dress was the problem or the design?
I will say, I think that it is not quite the same story that she's telling. We have only a couple hours till the runway, and that giant change happening in that amount of time, I'm sure that was really devastating for her.
There's chaos all over the workroom, but even some flip-flopping. VJ, who has been so mad about the twins working together, seems to have Joan helping her hand sew. Do you think this is contradictory?
Yes. Pick a lane. Pick
I
a
don't.
lane. You don't? Mm-mm. Why?
I think she's mad that the twins always have a sounding board and a collaborator. Joan is helping her do brunt work like an hour before the runway. I think that's different. But was there other stuff that happened?
I think that sometimes VJ gets assistance from other designers and then takes it upon herself as the one, the only, the creator of the look. No other help was added. Like there's no, there's a little bit of that going on. Collectively, yes, we have complaints about the twins being there to help each other. But to me, on my end, I don't really mind because I'm tearing it up.
And now it's time for the runway. And guess what? Heidi is back.
Yes, she is.
Now, did she appreciate all of your get well soon cards?
Yes. She was so sick. And Ning at that photo shoot she was at.
We're going to find out if we stitch it or ditch it.
So now, what?
Just laughing at you. I'm ready.
So now we're going to start off with why Uchen.
Uchen!
We went from pop star to pop star. I really think that Uchen should be designing for pop stars.
Yeah.
The work is cool. The work is innovative. It is interesting. Do we think this one elevates the original?
I think this elevates it so fiercely. I love that he went with soccer as an inspiration in the color story.
Yeah.
It gives like a flag. You know who would look great in this? If Yuchin was on Tate McRae's team, he could
Yes.
make her like cool
Yeah.
because she's very frighteningly on the cusp of conservatism.
It was a risk for him to do the skirt out of the same soccer balls because we had to create these looks away from the unconventional materials. But I think it paid off.
I don't think it did.
Really? Why?
I think it directly reflects the original too much. I think this look
like-
needs to be inspired through garments. I love the cut of it. It's too literal in the panty.
But if he would have taken that soccer ball out and did a cool cunty little panty or little skirt that had the same energy, I think that's what have put it over the edge because it doesn't need to be literal. I think it's still really cool. I'm going to stitch it.
I'm going to stitch it. Up next, we have VJ. This is giving direct sister look. I love that it's black and white. I think together it is such a good contrast. And you know what I love the most about it? Is a slick back bun so that I can really see the look.
I think that the look really stands out. And could she have done something more interesting with the hair? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know a designer's like, I don't know what to do. A bun. But I did a bun with my look too. So, but mine's business. Mine's cunty. Like, so
Yours
what?
is
Who am I to say?
business? Speechless.
You can put it in a bun. Butterfly, bun, butterfly. Putting the boning on the outside, whereas the original had the boning on the inside. He just like inverted it. Simple, clean.
I love the shoulder cages, and I like how it kind of like crawls its way into the chest. Like
Yes.
the negative space with the exposed bone is really, really cool. The fact that this is pants is really what makes it like stylish and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, stitch. Great job.
Total stitch. And now we have the one, the only, from the parish, Madeline. I can see where her brain is at. She's finding these elements of what she knows best, which is the taffeta, the cut of the original, the two pieces, doing a top and a skirt and doing it in her own way. I see where her thoughts are going. I think that it's just really, really tough to see these two looks together because they're both kind of sad.
They're both bad in such unique ways. You know what I'll say? Love that belt. That clasp is beautiful. And actually, if she like reflected that type of hardware, there was something up here. There was a collar piece. Perhaps if there was a hat with this, if she really leaned into the whimsical element and said, yeah, it's weird, but I'm going to commit to it. It just was like an awkward in-between place of whimsy and I'm a designer.
Her style is in this look.
Where?
The belt, the puffy sleeves, the use of her classic materials that she knows. She's trying to do the rule of three, where it's like
3 bad things on top of each other.
Yeah, I think the balance is a little off.
Unfortunately, this is a ditch. Love Madeline. She is in peril.
Yes, unfortunately, I am going to ditch it as well.
Now, up next, we have Balania. You know what I'm going to say? I don't hate it that much. I think it is a little bit matronly. It is a bit prom dress adjacent. What I appreciate specifically, I think, is the gradient between the colors. Like, it's a weird color palette that's blended in a way that my eye likes.
Yeah, I think that she nails getting the fabric colors right on the money.
Yeah.
You know, this kind of reminds me of what the twins have been doing. This like reminds me of what they did for the Catalina flower. I think she really got the fit right. And with the challenge that she got with having the model completely switch and going down multiple sizes, like the fit is great. I agree with the judges that these looks do not live in the same world. One is at the beach and one is at Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, this is a reveal dress. It's shocking that skirt didn't come off.
When I think this piece wants to be 2 pieces. It wants to be. It wants to live at the beach, but she's stuck at the event. And then if it tore off into like a beach skirt, baby, give her some arm floaties, over.
I don't think it's as bad as the judges thought, but it's still just barely a ditch for me.
I will agree. I think that is like a lowercase ditch.
Yeah.
And now we have Ethan. Just kidding. Jesus.
So I love the hip on this, and I think the sleeve is just such a classy way to bring it into like to evening gown. That hip could come off as really like an unfortunate accident.
Yeah.
Kind of like your vagina.
Maybe.
But it comes off really, really classy. And you're right, the red stripe in the back, I think it's mandatory.
Could it have been white?
But like red, it's color, and it's the only color in his look.
Having I would say it's like a back lapel. That's
it's totally a
right?
back lapel.
Like it could have totally been white and red, kind of like a suit. Just like sleeves, they have this kind of leathery kind of energy, just like the original. I think
like
that my vagina.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it is a total stitch.
Total stitch.
Great job.
Now up next we have Joan.
Miss Joan.
This is finally her being able to just lean right into her skill set.
Yeah, this is a redemption look, baby.
I love the textiles she chose. I love the cut of that pant.
Joan is an incredible tailor, and this is her in her element for sure.
Very exciting.
Yeah. And yeah, it's amazing. And her model looks incredible. The other model is in pain. See, this is an example that you can take a flop and make it into an incredible look. I love the open back.
Yeah, that's such a cool detail.
The corseting. Yeah, and I think that this is like her magnum opus of what she is truly so talented at.
The only thing that makes it a bit less jaw-dropping is that it looks a lot like her entrance look or like her confessional look.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, this is a total stitch.
Yeah, total stitch. I think if I was going to change anything, all of the black on it, I would do pinstripe to match the lines of the popsicle stick.
Yeah, it doesn't totally match with the first look, I think.
If she would have done like moire.
You would just want everyone to wear moire. Yeah.
Even like the pell fabric could have been moire. Oh, that would have been sexy. To me, I think it's a total stitch. Great job. And now we have Ethan.
Oh my god.
Me!
What I love the most about this look is how like crisp the butterfly shape is. Yeah. And it's not just a cartoon butterfly. It has a really specific like creature-esque design to it.
I think if I was going to alter this design at all, I want to add wire.
Where?
To the wings of the butterfly. It would have the ability to like curve what you needed it to be.
Yeah.
But I do not mind it having it be all just flat. I really love this look. I decided to pad out the hips. Really inspired by like the Margiela padded hips in Dragland. We want the shoulders and the hips to match.
But they don't. So
We add padding. And so I decided that I wanted like the tips of the wings that go up near the shoulders to have this dramatic hip to match. I wanted this big grand reveal of like the scarf out front and then open up like wings, like she's coming out of the cocoon.
To me, it's a stitch.
Yeah, It's a total stitch. I got the critique that the scarf was too much.
I heard.
Well, baby.
Oh.
Let's talk about the critiques being so inconsistent in this year program. They're telling me not to do drag, and then I'm bringing some drag elements into it, and then they're applauding it, and then they want a show on the runway. People are getting eliminated because there's not enough showmanship. I bring the showmanship, and then I get critiqued for like. Pick a lane.
They have a storyline that they put on the drag queen where it's like, you need to express yourself instead of hiding behind the drag, blah, 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 blah. Heard it.
No way would I fucking leave that scarf at home.
No.
No way.
No.
Like,
you're right. It's the perfect textile. It is serendipitous.
Yeah.
It is Sarah Foster. We
Sarah,
love you.
We love you. We miss you almost as much as we miss Joseph McCray.
And now, last but not least, least? I don't think so. We have Antonio.
Miss Tony, Miss O. This is
Hannah Montana.
This is literally Hannah Montana.
Nicole Kidman in the Hannah Montana biopic.
We have this like corseted top with this iridescently bubbly fabric. I would say it's a cunty cut of a pant.
I don't know if it's just that I'm tired and like hungry as fuck, but this is good. I like this look. I like that you can see the panties underneath it. I like that I can tell the boning structure.
Mm-hmm. So this look,
I love the clear plastic draping on top.
Now you
love
just
the hair.
be telling lies. You just be telling lies. I don't think it's done to an elevated place. They're both kind of at the same level.
It could use a jean boot. It could actually use just some pink. Oh, you know what this needs? This whole look could actually be so cohesive if there was a bright pink lip. That's all it needs.
Yes.
Just a bright pink lip. I get that it's not a ton, but contrasting it in a minimalist way, I like that I can see the undergarments. It's a stitch.
I think that he styled these right. If it was a full jumpsuit and no midriff, perfection. Like a corseted, cute little jumpsuit moment where you could still see the undergarments.
Sure.
It's not giving it any more power being a two-piece. I'm going to ditch it.
Well, that's everyone on the runway. Utica, who's your top stitch?
My top stitch of the week. You can go first.
My top stitch of the week is Yuchin. I love that look so much. I think it's really cool. I want something like that. Just change the panty.
Just change the panty. I would say my top stitch of the week is the one I created, Jesus's. I really think that like if we were to collaborate, we would make beautiful.
I'd love to see that
together. I love it. I think it's a beautiful dress, and I'm so glad that I thought of it.
Joan and Yuchin are called safe, and the top designers are critiqued first, which are Ethan, VJ, and Jesus.
Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. I tore this up, so
Girl,
I'm really excited to be here again.
It was so deserved. You're on a roll now,
Baby.
and being in the top now proves that the denim week was a fluke. You've got a great arc happening.
Yeah, I am back with a vengeance. I'm flying so high, and I'm really like locking into my bones. So it feels good to be here, and I really want to give a shout out to Anastasia. Like, she really got me through a really tough week, and to be up there with her, she just really, her glow bled off on me, and it's just, I think we just shined so bright on the main stage like that. So
what do you think about those plagiarism claims?
When I saw the red stripe, I was convinced this was Ethan's look. I called plagiarism in my book.
I think it's kind of iconic.
It's a little
Plagiarism.
bit. It's a little bit.
I'm just saying.
Zeus's and I's brain, I think, work in a very similar place where like we like that grand, we like that sophisticated energy. I'll say I think a red stripe makes sense with the look to tie it to the original.
It looks so hot.
Right? However, if I coined the red stripe, I'll take it. When I was standing on the stage, just like, and they were like, it's Ethan's look, it's Ethan's.
And you're
I'm
like,
like, thank you.
Production's in my favor.
Wow.
I don't think it was chosen plagiarism. But also, if we're going to place the blame on anyone, Christian told him to do that. It's literally Christian's fault. And Jesus gets grilled in front of the judges and blamed for it. And he really has nothing to say because I think he just forgot. And Christian is in the back like, he. This was a killer week, but the winner is announced as VJ.
The look is balanced.
Yeah.
And I think elevating what she already had was very well done. Really.
I don't think her ready-to-wear look was like the best one up there. I do think her two looks on stage at the same time was really, really killer.
Yeah, there was a simplicity to them that I really think elevated them to the next level.
And now the bottom contestants are judged. As the models walk out, Heidi's going, oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oy, oy, oy.
It goes on
She is
so
not
long.
about these
It
looks.
is so funny.
I'm just so confused by what you've done.
It's like,
They
look,
beat-
they know they're in the bottom.
Yes. We have Melania,
Oh,
we
yes.
have Madeline, and we have Antonio.
There are some specifically strange critiques to Belania. Belania's trying to explain the model situation.
Melania does have the right to try to explain what happened. However, the end product of the look is all you got to defend yourself with. They don't see any of the process that happens. They don't get to see none of that. They are only judging what they see. So I see that part. However, none of these judges so. They have
Yes.
no idea how much work, how much goes into the looks. So I'm biased because I'm a maker. I think it's so painful to like suck it up because of the things you couldn't control.
We have 3 fierce designers that are up for elimination. Who do you think is going home this week?
I think it's got to be Madeline going home.
Yeah, girl, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think Madeline deserved to be in the bottom last week. I think Madeline has done a lot of really good looks that I've liked a lot.
Yeah.
But these past 2 weeks are a bummer, and I think a direct reflection of her artistic energy waning.
People know that this show puts them through this. It's been going on for years.
54 years.
They know. Some of the competitors are letting the just pure exhaustion and mental anguish really get to them.
Well, we'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out who goes home when episode 6 comes out. Yeah. But you will see us next Wednesday where we find out
What's the stitch?
Until then, you can find her everywhere at Queen Utica.
Baby.
You can find me everywhere at twinktrash. This is the moment where I lean into the microphone and I tell you, guys, I have a YouTube channel. If you've liked the tech, if you've liked the editing, if you've liked the script writing, because yeah, I have a script.
Ah!
Please follow my YouTube channel. I care so much about drag. Now endorse it, quick.
My toothpaste is the greatest thing you've ever been.
And my pussy's so tight.
So tight.
Boom.
And we will see you next time on
The Stitch.
Quirt. Oh, sorry.
You scare me. Those things are really gonna stab me one day.
Rue. That's crazy.
You should kill
Kill
yourself.
yourself.